and we are live at Chicagoland in the eNascar Camping World Truck Series. They have had a huge explosion in drivers that are racing here. I'll pull up the qualifying grid here they're sitting on. These starting right now. First is Joey Gattana, second Thomas Ridgway, third Jason Miz, fourth Randy Yoakum, fifth Ron Holyfield, sixth Ian Ogden, seventh Brian Rainfield, eighth James. Let me look over here, looking on a different screen. James Manerud, ninth Eddie Lombardo, 10th Eli Raposa, 11th Davis Stinson, 12th Randy Lapidus, 13th Andy Schroeder, 14th Stephen Winbank, 15th Joshua Gathright, 16th Terry Mellum, 17th Paul Vitale, 18th Todd Danbury, 19th Barney Sigmund, 20th Mark Brewster, 21st Joseph Atchison, 22nd Randy Perdue, 23rd Matthew Carcoffey, and 24th will be Bob Williams. As you saw, drivers were already rolling off there. Get you a good view from them. But no, Chicagoland is going to be a track that if you burn up your tires, you're going to feel it. So you're going to have to watch for these guys. You don't want to burn them off too fast. And if I was them, I kind of want to stretch my fuel to the very end here. I wouldn't want to come in until, this thing can't run anymore. That's just my personal opinion, though, if I was these guys out here. But there's 24 drivers. They normally had about 12, so they gained like 12 people here out of nowhere, it seems. I have no idea where these guys came from. Make sure. So, making sure my sound and everything is completely right for you all. Had it reset earlier. Luckily, I was able to catch it in time. Look at the green flag in the air this time by Brewster on the outside. At 24 of Jason, sorry. Be on the bottom. Green flag is in the air at Chicagoland. Waits in the restart zone. Now he goes a little bit later in at 14. It's a very good start. That doesn't get a terrible one. It's out very far in front. This track is not going to be a super heavy draft track. You can make it one, but I don't see drivers making it a draft reliant track here, hopefully. We don't want to see this turn into a super speedway race. We have the one on the bottom. He's trying to get under Mark Brewster. That's Ron. Trying to get under him. Looks like he bails out. He's going to have the 8 to his outside. The 8's going to ride that high line. That one's going to try to get cleared. Not cleared just yet. 8 is very loose off that corner. You saw that tail sticking out. Surprised he was able to say that. That is not the 8. That is the maybe 88. Here, I believe that's the 88. 8 got really slow in the corner. 21 almost hits him. Hean had to check up. These guys are having to check up. They're kind of bogged down back here in the pack. Got to be careful not to run into each other because that's going to be something that they can easily do that one. Still trying to really get in line. He's having to enter a little bit shallower, but the 14's already lost his first place position. He's falling back to 4th now. Ridgway, he's going up front, slides up in front of the 24. Taking the shortest way around the track as possible. We got 3 already. The 60's in the middle. The 2's on the bottom. The 17. I believe 2 of those are newcomers. 60 is 60. I believe he has raced here before. I'm trying to get these drivers' name down because some of them are newbies. You see these guys kind of in the back of the pack. Decide not to really do much just yet. Maybe just riding back here. Look at Matthew Carcoffey running that Camp Light pace scheme. Can't talk apparently. Drivers kind of going single file. The 8's maybe a little bit of a challenge for the 21, but everybody's running to say single file. Most of the time you see 46 is under attack from the 93. That is Dave Stinson, the man that runs it here. We got that W truck on the outside. That's actually one of our sponsors. So cool to see somebody running our sponsor here. 17's looking on the 21. You saw him get a good run. And with these trucks, you're going to get a better run as he gets up to the bumper of him. Thought he was going to hit him there. That 3's starting to pull away. But doing this, they got 80 laps. I know that there are stage breaks. Let me look at the stages here really quick, knowing when these guys are going to stop. Not showing the details here, so I might have to look in the email whenever I get a break to know exactly when these guys will come down pit road for pits or for the stage break. Excuse me, I can't get my words right apparently. But you see Matthew Carcoffey, he's trying to work his way up through the field. He's already up 5 positions from where he started. He's trying to get under this Mark Bruce. We got a yellow flag on the track for, I believe, Ian. Looks like he went off track, maybe he just spun. Got tied on exit, spun down through the grass, actually saved it. So like he's just trying to push a little too hard, came back up on track. So I believe that was just a caution for somebody who had went off the course, but I don't think he should be fine. Might be able to fix his optional, but it looks like he just got a little too tight coming off that corner, and he's just trying to get all that he can. All right, I'm just making sure that the stream is giving you all sound there. But if you are new at Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription, that'll definitely help us. We know we got some new drivers out here. We might have some family members watching. I'm not completely sure. Very well could be. But Ron is going to come in, maybe top off on fuel. Ian is going to come down, probably fix off his optional that he has as he kind of pancaked the wall with his right side. Hit it pretty well. He definitely got a good testing of it. Didn't move. That is definitely for sure. Took him a long time to find that out, but he found it out. Like these two are the only two that came. The 48's come down. He's got some damage also, so he's gotten beaten bang the 30. Ooh, he's got some damage too. That's the 32. He's gotten some damage, so he's definitely been used up. So something must have happened back in the pack that I wasn't able to see. But Ridgeway, he's kind of been a guy who's been up front, most of the races, and he could have won at Dover. That's one that he kind of threw away. He's probably not going to be too happy with it. But he's definitely a guy that, he knows how to handle these cars around here. He's just got to do it consistently. He's been doing that pretty consistently. I believe he won. Yeah, he did win last week at Charlotte. Go through. So I'll give him. Oh, we got another W truck there. That is the 89. That's very colorful. I'll give everybody a paint refresh to make sure their paints are loaded in correctly. Sometimes when drivers join it, 72 changed his paint scheme. You see some drivers may change some paint schemes up here because they got on the session after me, giving Trading Paints a chance to catch up with all of them. Pull up some track facts here really quick while under caution. So it's a little bit over 1.5 miles. And there's not a ton of banking, but it's enough to where it's not fully flat just yet, so drivers will be able to stay kind of more throttle than they would be at other tracks. It's going to be interesting to see how much of a factor the draft comes in, because draft and these vehicles look like the 21 looks like he took his fast repair. I don't know if I would have taken that if I was him, but he lights at 32. Yes, so 89 is the 32, or 88 is the 32. Sorry. Some drivers already using their fast repair. I believe they will be getting the green flag this time by the 24. He is second. Ridgeway is first, so you'll see that switch around here really quick, because it's just kind of going to try to sort itself out. We've got drivers that are in positions that they really aren't. See that 14, he got the lead, and then he's lost it already. That's actually the 9 in this race. We'll have to wait for some of these drivers to get a little bit of a better paint scheme here. Green flag will be in the air. Start will be off Ridgeway. He goes pretty early in the restart zone. 24 does not get a good start at all. He is really slow on that. He just stacked up about 3 cars back on that bottom lane. I think the outside lane is going to get a really good run. The 9 looks to outside of him. He's 24's got going now, so he might have done that a little bit too early, but he's still going to stay right behind him and give him a shove. The 2 is very close on the 9. I thought he was going to turn him there for half a second. 2's going to give the 9 a shove by. As you see, that's actually I'll just be saying car numbers this time, so they don't get confused here. That 14 still trying to get up under the 24. Maybe gets a little bit tight there. So I saw them side by side. They're side by side for about 3 rows back. Our Coffee's trying to make his way up to the field. You see that 69. Todd Danbury. That 32 is very far back here. It's not on the pace, and he's going to lose the draft if he's not too careful. So that's definitely going to hurt him a lot if he does not get back into it. But the 8 of Randy Yoakum, he's coming to Ridgeway now. He's trying to get to him. He's caught his draft as the 2 almost gets turned. You saw that. The 14 didn't know he was there. 2 don't come up. Oh, he comes up onto the track, collects the 60. They're rubbing against the wall. I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution just yet. Oh, back down into the path of the 5. They're wrecking. The 22 gets into it. There's still no caution. Now there's a caution out. The 69 gets drilled by the 21. 21 gets hit again. Took a long time for that caution to come out. There was a wreck already happening. I believe it all started with the 2 trying to make his way back up on the track when he shouldn't have. He should have just stayed down there. Tried to merge up. Watch the 2. Gets net coated by the 17 up into the 60. And then basically after that, you know, these guys are stuck on the wall at this point. Still no caution. 60 peels it off the wall down to the path of the 5. 22 drills him. Everybody's still trying to check up. 2 gets hit. 69 gets hit. 21 gets in it. 49 just avoids it. So multiple drivers in that wreck. Some drivers had just used their fast repair. They're not going to be too happy with that at all for sure. 420 Paul Vitale's down pit road. Mark Brewster's coming down pit road. Lombardi or Eddie's coming down pit road. Matthew, he's gotten a blown engine, so he pretty much had to come down pit road. He had another choice. The 5 is down pit road. Hard contact for those drivers there. Just some of them have nowhere to go. Some of them probably should have slowed down just a little bit sooner. Saw that a wreck was happening, but they definitely just decided to stay in. And it looks like 21 and the 5, they have hopped out of the pits. Car Coffee, he is sitting in his pit stall. He's not smoking anymore, so he might have fixed it enough to where he's not going to blow up soon. Drivers, I believe, should be getting the green when they come back. Here we see already really, truly one wreck happened so far that collected multiple trucks. Some people are still in pit road. I believe there's 3 drivers. It's Eddie, Paul, and Matthew in pit road. I think the 21 and the 5 have called it a night already as they kind of probably use their fast because Car Coffee's trying to fix all of his damage that he can. I think he probably had it required. I don't think he had to engine anymore in his vehicle, but only 14 laps in, and we've already had 2 cautions here. So definitely going to be something to watch. Pace truck pull is off. Start is going to be off of... That's not right. 3, sorry, yes, it is 3. I was, wow, that was wrong. I thought that was wrong there, looking at these numbers, but Ridgeway gets a very good start over Yoakum. The 14 still trying to get under the 9 or 89. He's almost clear. He can slide up right now if he wants to. He's got to get up in line now. He might try to go for the 8. No, he decides not to. These guys are racing out of back here. They're going 2 by 2. Kind of running top, bottom. 93 is getting a shove, or a little bit of a shove from the 90. Not a really big one, though. You won't be able to really, truly notice that just yet. Barney's moved his way up through the pack. Looks like Dave has a little bit of hood damage, so I don't think it's going to be hurting him too bad. It's luckily kind of in the front of it, so I don't think he should be fine. See another W truck in the 46, Eli. It looks like the 4 has blown up. Let's see what happened here. Did he get into an accident? Oh, yes, something happened here. Oh, the 60 slow on the track. The 4 has nowhere to go. He just gets into a vacuum. That's going to make that 4's engine blow up if he doesn't get back to pit road. But the 3's still got the lead. The 8's looking at him, though. 8's looking inside. He's trying to get that good bite in the middle of the corner. He's got it there. Will he try to take the position from... He's not going to try to take the position just yet from him. Going to decide to play it a little bit cool, maybe draft behind him. That 89 can probably just kind of look on these guys, too. Well, that wasn't a 60. Who was that then? Somebody else. It's like that 88 is very loose. You just kind of see him chasing up the track. Looks like the splitter's hitting on his truck, making it very difficult for him to drive. That is actually Joseph Atchison. The 60, Brian Rainville is trying to get under Barney. He's going to try to probably get in there a little bit deeper. It's like he's going to slide up just in front of him. Yep, he's got that pass done and over, so he's got Barney out of the way. He's going to try to set his sights on Steven right in for Stefan. Is it Steven or Stefan? Right in front of him. And they're going to try to go get the one of Ron Holyfield. That 89 is starting to catch these guys. They got to be careful with that. Now, draft is going to be a huge factor, especially in this low horsepower, high downforce package that these trucks run. Now, if you get out of the throttle for just a bit, you're going to get caught very easily, especially these guys going side by side. That's what Ridgway wants to see. 89, no, I thought he got tight there for half a second. Doesn't, though. Him and the 8 are going to go door to door. The 89's going to have that position that lap. See if the 8 can ride that high line around him. He's going to try to arch it very well, but they got a lap truck that can get in the way. Oh, he maybe hit the 8 up out of the groove. The 89 just taps the 8 barely. The 8's going to lose a lot of position from that. Yeah, he's losing a lot of positions. He's starting to drop really fast. We'll see if we'll get his damage from the chase. So he's got some heavy right front damage on his truck from that contact with the wall. It does look like that possibly be optional damage that he could get fixed. So he's not out of the race just yet here. They got kind of a pack of cars here. The 17, the 24, the 8. Can't see that black 72. 24, oh, the 8 slow in front of the 24. 24 thought about splitting them 3 wide. Decides not to, decides to shove him. He loses all that speed that he had. He's going to decide to bump draft the 88. Surprised he's doing that, tries to go high on him. The 8's going to be a roadblock for these guys. They're going to maybe put him 3 wide here. The 17 thought about it. 8 needs to stay in the middle. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide now. Nope, not just yet. The 17's going to shove the 8. The 8 with that damage is going to be hurting very, very badly. He's got to find a way to get his optional damage fix or caution come out to use his fast repair, because that's the only chance that he truly has here. So he's going to slide up, get tied on exit. He's going to get the 17 a bite under him. Some of these guys are kind of stragglers right now. Benson's in the back. Something must have happened to him. That's 17. We got him going 3 wide up here. That's the 89. 14 is 60. 60's all the way on the bottom. Trying to get the pass done. He's got to send it pretty deep in here. The 14's going to be on his door. He's maybe clear of the 14. He's clear of both of them now if he slides up in front. Nope, he's not clear of the 89. He's just right there in his quarter panel. I think the 60 realizes it doesn't come up. The 14's going to give him a shove. Maybe one decides to go top. These two are going to go side by side into the corner, giving each other plenty of room. Oh, the 60 clips the apron. That's going to get him loose. That's going to get the 89 up position. You saw him just clip, try to get as low as he could on the track and just clip that apron. Made him really loose on exit. They're going to go 3 wide now. The 60's in the middle. The 14, the 1. They're splitting them now. So 60 was looking for a position. He might lose 2 here if he can't get past this 1, as he's just past him now. Slides up right in front of him. 60's probably going to start block with his life on the 1. But this 3's been able to pull out to a pretty good, not a terrible lead, not a big one, but he actually might be getting caught here very soon if these guys sort this draft out here. That's a very high I rating for this man, so he's probably gonna have some. He's gonna come through this field with some vengeance, if I had to guess. Jason looking to the bottom of the 1. He gets that position 1. He's probably gonna slide up right in front of him. Yep, he will. These guys back here, kind of single file, more or less the whole field pretty much. Stinson's trying to hold on to his draft. We've got some guys that are laps down, like 22's looking at the 72 in front of him, saying, man, I can get this position. See this double, sorry, it's a 00. I don't know why I thought that was a 60. That 00 has some heavy damage. Lapidus is back on the track. The 4 is back on the track. Our Coffee, he's out of the race. We didn't get to race very long. Probably not going to be happy with that. But these guys behind Ridgeway have caught it. They're starting to catch him. I think it may be the draft that you see that started to side after our yellow flag is out. I believe that may be the stage end. Here, yes, that probably is the stage end. So we'll see drivers come down pit road. Ridgeway, he will win that stage. So he pretty much led almost that whole stage here besides a couple of laps. So he's definitely got this track figured out early on, at least. That can completely change incredibly fast. Drivers will probably come down. Sorry, come down, take fuel and 4 tires. Just have another stage break at lap 50. Then a sprint to the finish will be 30 or probably about 28 laps if I had to guess. I'd say that's what it would be. You know, they've got a bigger field. I don't know how they got this many trucks out of nowhere. Pretty much, they weren't. They were about running about 12 a race, and then everybody just jumps in here. But you see, everybody will come down pit road. I don't see anybody staying out. The 24 may have almost hit the 60. Something was bad on a pit entry for some of those drivers too. You're gonna see some guys stay out to get their wave around, and they're gonna come back down pit road. See, drivers, yeah, they'll take forward fuel. Oh, looks like the 88 missed his pit stall right there. Everybody will be taking 4 and fuel, and they'll be off and away. The 89 might beat the 3 out. I think he didn't beat him. Let's see who got it. Looks like, yep, the 3 barely just beat him out. There was a race off pit road. I didn't know if he would have had that. That was very close between those 2 drivers. 3 just edges out the 89. I don't believe many people lost to position, even if you do here. It's early in the race. You can afford to lose positions. 8's going to fix all of his optionals. Just see if he did from. Looks like he took. Yeah, a 33-second pit stop. So probably fixed a good amount of optional damage that he had. I don't think he can fix all of that. So definitely going to be a little bit slower than everybody else, knowing that he does have that damage. But roll some hats here. Drivers will be getting the green flag here when they come to the start-finish line next time by. Ridgeway will lead them to green. He's going to have the 89 on the top of the bottom. He's going to have him on the bottom. I think he's chose his lane here up. He's going to have him on the bottom, so 3's going to try to get a good start. 3's going to have the 14. 89's going to have the 1. The 1's going to have the 17 behind him. 14 will have the 72 behind him. See if drivers will get a little bit antsy here. They're going to have 50 to go and come back to the line. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys will handle it here. They've been pretty clean throughout. Maybe guys just getting a little bit tight coming off the exit of the corner. Barely touching each other, but it's been pretty clean racing so far, especially for the size of a field. But I believe nobody got back on the lead lap. 24. Oh, I think that's where he got. I think that's where he hit the 60. He's got some damage for the 00. I guess. Was it 60 or 00? No, sorry, it was a 60. I'm trying to remember the car number. The 3 starts on him. He gets a good fire off. 89 doesn't get a terrible one. 14 actually gets a better one than the 89. That 89 did not get going on the bottom at all. He's going to try to side draft the 14. 14 is going to get clear of him. Maybe. Yes, he's clear of him. Comes down in front of him. So that 89 did not get a good restart at all. He's going to lose at least one position. The 90 has a very good paint scheme. I'll give him that. So I'm just going to be saying car numbers. They don't match up on what you see on the screen. Looks like the 8, if he had a faster pair, he's used it because it looks like he doesn't have any damage on his truck anymore. He's going to pinch that 88 down on the bottom. Looks like that 88's having a little bit of an issue with, you kind of see his truck bouncing. I think he's having his splitter hitting the ground somehow. It's causing him to bounce up and down on the track. He's a little bit too low. I'm not sure. Oh, the 4's in the wall. Randy Lapidus. Let me see how you said his name. Sorry, I know I'm probably butchering his name here. I know he told me. Got to go look at it very quickly. Yes, Lapidus. There we go. Okay, I don't want to butcher his name and say it completely wrong. That 3 is starting to pull a little bit of a gap on the 14. The 89's coming with him, though. This is when the draft's going to start to play a factor. You see Dave Stinson. He's made his way back up through the field. He's got the 17 to his outside, trying to get that pass done. He's got to hope that maybe that 46 in front of them can slow them down. Sorry, 48 can slow them down. Oh, that 48 doesn't get a good exit. They're going to go 3 wide now. Maybe looks like Dave Stinson bails out of that. He doesn't want anything to do with it. He's trying to get away, break the side draft that he can. 69 might be put 3 wide. That 00 and the 88 are back here. That 69. Todd Denbury, he's going to get past that 88 on the bottom. But Stinson, he's all the way on the apron. He's making it 3 wide. This doesn't look like it. Really on the bottom, he's getting an extremely shallow entry, so he's not able to carry any speed that he needs to get past these guys, as they're just going to be stuck 3 wide. They're catching Barney Sigmund in front of them, though, doing this at the same time somehow. It's kind of a breakaway pack between some of these guys. Barney's in a weird position. He has no help on the bottom. Everybody is running the outside lane, as he just can't get past anybody. He can't find a hole that he needs to get up into yet. As soon as he finds one, you'll see him absolutely just jump up into it. That 2 looks like he put on some rocket fuel there. He just went through the middle of those cars. Trying to make his way through the pack. 17's trying to get past the 48. Up here, these guys have kind of not broken. Oh, they've broken away into 2 packs, but 14's catching the 3. The 89 is staying right behind the 14. The 1 is also staying up here. So these guys are not letting each other go, that's for sure. But in 72, Stephen Winbank is leading this group back here. He's got the 46 of Eli on his bumper, trying to give him a shove. If they can catch the draft of this 1 in front of them, as I believe they're almost really can get the draft. I'm trying to look at their times. They're just on the edge of it. They might just barely be getting it. But if they are, it's not a big one. Then you get just a little bit closer on them. It's 89. He's running a little bit off the bottom. 14's trying to get as low in the bottom as he can, as a 14 is the 9 this race. If I could change car numbers, I would, knowing this, so you all wouldn't be so confused on who is who. That curious where the battle is. The 2's trying to go into the 48 Barney, or not Barney. Dave is trying to get past the 8. He's not clear now. He didn't come up in time. So that 8 is trying to fight. 2's got the 48 shoving him. Dave has not had a fun time on that bottom, and doing this, he's going to be burning up his tires because he's having to get in there a little bit deeper. I think he pulls a slide job on the 8. See if the 8 will go back inside. Crossover move from the 8 car. Going back and forth at each other, trying to make the position. Now it's Dave on the top. The 8's on the bottom. Dave's not been in this position yet. He's been able to find a way up to that top line. Finally, it took him forever, it seems. Everybody else back here is pretty calm. I'm sure the 27 guy back here, he's falling a lot of positions. See that 4 that got in the wall earlier. 72 is a lap down, so he's not necessarily hurting these guys up here. He's probably actually helping them, knowing that they can pull a toe off of these guys, but it looks like it's starting to be a little bit of a 3-truck breakaway now. That one's losing touch with these guys just a little bit here. We'll see what lap times these guys are turning. Like 31-second laps, so this race will go by pretty fast, 50 laps. So, actually inside 50 laps, so 40, maybe, probably I'd say this race will be over in about 35 minutes is when this whole stream will wrap up. So it might be a quick stream today, but these guys have been keeping it green, which has definitely been helping here. I'm looking over. I got my fish sitting in the corner for some reason looking at me. Staring at his wall for some odd reason. This whole pack, everybody's pretty much single file. That I think that 24. You saw him go on pit road. I think he hit the truck in front of him because I saw some smoke, and I think that's where he's gotten that heavy front end. Because we look at his front end, the thing is just that thing is smashed in for sure. That thing has seen better days, no doubt about that. That one, he's under attack from the 14. 14's on the bottom of him. 3 he's under attack from the 14. 3 might have burned up his tires here, but the 14 needs to get back up in line. The 89's coming with a huge run. What's the 89 going to do? Is he going to shove, or is he going to stay and watch these guys battle out? He's going to try to get the outside of the 14. If you can get to the outside of a truck, just hold on to their quarter panel. You can have the preferred lane on the track, and I think that's what he realizes that he needs to do. 3's throwing a block on the 14, takes him almost all the way to the grass. 89 comes to the 14. 14's trying to get past that 3. What's the 89 going to do? If the 89 stays top, he might get a position. He might be able to get 2 if he gets a good bite. Doesn't get a terrible one. He's got to make sure not to run into the back of the 3 and send him around. Going to give Ridgeway a shove by. You see him giving him more of an arrow shove than anything, not touching him. That 14. Oh, looks like he got tight there. I think he did just a little bit. Had to get on the brakes. Top 4 going at it. That's just going to draw the 1 back in. It's either got like 8 laps to the stage, and 89. How's he going to? Oh, it looks like he's going to go to the bottom, stay pretty close to the 3, get that really hard side draft on him. Go down into the corner, slide up in front of the 3, so he pulls a slide job on him, gets that done and over with. Doesn't want to have to deal with him anymore. Gets him out of the way. The 3 might lose another position to the 14 soon. Go back in the pack because the 17's looking on the bottom of the 72. Trying to get his position. Might be getting a toe off that 2 truck in front of them, as that 72's going to have a little bit of shallow entry. That might hurt him on exit here. As I said, that you said 17 gained a lot of time on exit. He got that huge run. That 72's going to give him the outside, but they got a crash on the track. Oh, it looks like it was. Oh, I thought that was a top 2 for some reason. Joseph and Mark Brewster got into it. See what happens here. So, ooh. The 22 looks like he just gets in that corner way too deep, trying to pull a slide job on that 88, and evidently, that 88 is still there. 22 just slide job gone wrong on him. 88 slams the wall. 22 gets tail whipped again. Probably a lot of damage to both those trucks. Not really the 88's fault. 22 just tried to get in there way too deep and just kind of took the 88 out along with him. But I believe that may be the end of the stage here. Maybe not be. We'll have to see if they decide it is the end of the stage. Not completely sure. Oh, we got somebody. Looks like they're coming down pit road. The 3 tried to come down pit road and he couldn't. The 72, the 17, 37, 60, 93, 32, 88, and 22 were in here, but it looks like the 3 wanted to go down pit road, couldn't get down there in time. So 89 and the 3 are going to be, out on tires. So they might get ran over by these guys that came down pit road. If the only reason I can think that they stayed out is that they know that there's going to be another stage break here. That's the only thing I could think of that they're putting their mind to. Is there very well could be. I just have no idea that there is. Hopefully there is. It's always a good thing to have here. Stage. Well, I was not a fan of stage racing when it first started, to be honest with you, but I've kind of came to like it. Definitely adds a little bit more action to the race. There's always going to be a caution. That's really what you come to races for, wrecks. I know I went to a couple wrecks a couple races that didn't have wrecks, and I about fell asleep because that was boring. You want to see drivers tear up their cars, just not all the time. As we are back here from break at Chicagoland. This is going to be interesting here. The top 5 did not come down pit road the last time. And the first truck that did is the 72 of Stephen Windbank. So he's going to have the freshest tires here. So this is going to get interesting. How fast is he going to go through the field? As we'll have to see if there's another stage break within 2 laps. Maybe that's why the 89 stayed out. I don't think that there would be. We'll have to see here. But the 89 start's going to be on him. Pace truck pulls off. He's going to have the 46 to his inside. 46 might want to get back up. Or yeah, 48 might want to get up there. He doesn't. But green flag's in the air anyway. He gets a very good jump. We'll have to see if there's a caution within 2 laps for the stages. I don't think that there would be, though. But 89 needs to get out and away from these guys, because these tires are going to catch him very, very quickly if he does not. So 8's looking at 69. He's in the middle. 1's looking on the bottom of him. I don't think the 69 came down pit road. Nope, he did not come down pit road, so he's going to be odd truck on tires. That 1 took tires, though, so he's going to have fresher ones. 72 kind of boxing in behind the 69. This is not what you want to happen. You got a slower truck in front of you that you know you're faster, but then you just can't move him. The 2's going to go in through the middle. Takes it 3 wide twice. 93 on the bottom. 37 on the top. That's Barney. 2, don't come up. You've already came up on the track once, man. Makes a smart decision not to come up on the track. Gets up 2, kind of get, not 2, 37 gets a little bit loose. 69 gets loose, wiggles. Don't think he was touched. Got a wreck. Oh, up in front. 46. Barney has nowhere to go. Had some hard contact these drivers happen. The 46 is already sideways coming off the corner here. Looks like he just got up and out of the groove and into the wall, back down into the 1, right into the path of everybody else. He gets reeled by the 46 and that 90. Nowhere for some of these guys to go. 17 goes down through grass, locks it down. These guys behind them. 4 almost hits the 46. Decides to stop on track, but hard contact for some of those guys back here too. Looks like he doesn't get any real damage. But we'll see if the 89, these other guys come back down. 27, he's got to come back in. 17, looks like he has the blown engine. The 46 doesn't have a blown engine somehow. 32, he's in. And the 420 is in. He doesn't have damage. He might have had a outside issue from iRacing. I guess it's the only thing I can think of, because I don't believe he'd be sitting on pit road at this time if I was him. We'll see if these guys come down pit road. They will. Yep, 89 comes down pit road. I believe he'll drag the guys that didn't come into pit last time with him. Let's see if he does. Looks like he has, pretty much. And some people that have pitted. Nope, that's the other people that were already in here, sorry. They're going 3 wide on pit road already. 69's not going. He just lost that 72 about 2 positions right there. He's not going to be happy with him for sure. I know that 72's got to be pretty furious with him. Looks like the 14 almost ran the 3 off of the track. But Dave Stinson and Brian Rainville stayed out. These guys pitted on lap 45. I don't think 2 laps is going to make a huge difference on tires, so I think this might be a smart choice by them. They might not be able to make it all the way to the end on fuel. If I was them, I'd start saving it, honestly. But hard crash for some of those drivers that were involved. Might knock some of them out of the race. I believe most of them, they'll say that they're sitting in pit road, but they pretty much, just gotten up and walked away from their rig. I would not blame them. You don't want to have to sit there and be laps down. I don't know how drivers in real life do that, to be honest with you. I'd get very bored. To see if they go green this time by. Let's see if the pot lights in the Pace truck. I believe they're still on. I can't see it. Nope, they're up. Yeah, they're still on, so they're going to go around at least one more time here. But we'll see how much of a difference tires really make, because I believe they only really have 2 green flag laps on them at this point. Don't think it will make a huge difference, but we'll see. I could be proven wrong here. Hopefully not, though. Oh, Lord. Sorry, I've had a long day at work here. A9, he's back in this pack here. So, see, he's got pitted on lap 51. So did the 9. But I don't think that... I don't know, because they've only ran 2 laps, really, under green. So it's going to be iffy to see how much of a difference these tires are going to make, truly. Because I don't really know yet. That'll be something that'll have to be found out for sure. We'll find out. Found out. Yes, we will find out. We will find out very soon. I'm trying to keep this stream put up on my tablet also to monitor the chat. Hopefully. You wouldn't think with streaming it's to be so difficult. You've got run triples for iRacing, but also have a tablet that monitors the stream whenever it's going. It's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think that has to go into a stream that does. But this 89 and this 14 are going to have a clear shot of these guys that are on a little bit older tires. So we'll see if it truly does make a difference. I don't expect it to, but I've been proven wrong so many times I wouldn't be surprised as I was proven wrong. Last night in the Ghost League, I thought a dude was out of the race. He'd broken steering. I call him Houdini, as in Christopher Tate. About won the race. He finished 3rd. Don't know how he did it, though. We'll go on board with the 60 of Brian Rainsville for a lap here. Watch his restart. Oh, the 14. Fresh tires showing up there. I didn't expect him to come by like that. We got a caution on the track. Something's happened. It looks like Bob Williams, something back here happened in the pack. I believe it's the 1.00 is up against the wall. Ew, he hits an area on the wall where it just really slows you down. Down into the path of 69. 8 gets into it. Hard contact. Oh, Lapidus has nowhere to go. He's flipping on his roof. Still on his roof. Comes to rest on all fours. Gets rolling again. Hopefully. Hard contact for him, but that 00 kind of hit a part of the wall where it slows you down more than you would think, and it's just kind of an iRacing glitch, basically. I'm sure he had no intention of doing that at all, hopefully. I believe he meant to do that on purpose. As Matthew, man, we have stuff like that happened. I went into a league race one time and my brakes didn't work. But luckily I was able to realize that and use the wall to slow me down. I just scraped against the wall. It wasn't the next gen, so it didn't hurt too terribly. But I got involved in a wreck later. Still didn't have my brakes fully fixed. I know how you feel, man. Just stuff that you can't control. But the 60, I think he saw the tires. He comes down pit road. How does that 8 not have more damage than what he has, or he should have? Because, he hit that truck pretty much square on. 00 sitting in pit road. Looks like Randy, looks like he towed. 37 of Barney, he's sitting here. 420. So, yes, these guys are pretty much done and through with this race. We're just going to be sitting there. Is Matthew, man, if you're still watching, dude, man, you got in a Camp Light truck paint scheme made, but, man, you got to be on track, man. You got to be on track to show them it. They want to see you race it. The kids want to see it, man. You guys got to keep that in mind. You got to keep taking yourself out early on. Matthew, I do know how you feel. I went from a Logitech. I still have a Logitech wheel, but I have Fanatec V3 pedals I got from a very good friend of mine that I met early on in his iRacing career and early on in mine, and he sold me his old pedals. They were about $300 value, and he sold them to me for $150. They are very good pedals. Vibrate, so I can tell when I'm about to get loose coming off the corner. It's very good. Very good overall. I like them. Still can't run short tracks to save my life, though. I'm just terrible with those. I don't know what it is with me. I can't run road courses either. I need to get off the oval, that's for sure. Not very good at it. So I believe I will actually turn down the latency here, because this is getting a little bit annoying. So I'm going to turn down the late. Oh, I forgot I can't do that now. Yes, I believe. Yeah, but next stream we'll try a little bit of a lower latency, I guess. Can't hurt it too bad. What I mean by that is it's just I'll see y'all's messages just a little bit faster, so I'd be able to respond to you basically in almost real time. Just to see if we'll do that as an experiment. Last night I had a lot of technical issues. That was iRacing crashed 3 times. SDK decided to take iRacing down with it once. OBS crashed. I don't know what it was. I've done some memory health checks on my PC. I think everything came back fine. Might have just been a bad boot, hopefully, if I had to guess. Hopefully, I say, as I swear if it crashed right now, I'm going to be very mad. I will be very heated, that's for sure. I don't want it to happen again. They'll get the green flag with 22 to go here. See if lights go off on the pace truck. I believe they will. Yep, they have gone off this time. So next time by, drivers will be going green again. As I'm trying to look at something else on the side here. Guys are under caution here, but it's not been a bad race overall. I will give them that. There's definitely 6 cautions, but and when there's not cautions, it's very good racing, and it's not like they're wrecking all the time. As last night we had 23 cautions, and that was not fun. One bit, not fun at all. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. That's fun. Not. Actually have an announcement for y'all. Maybe after the race under a next caution. Hopefully they don't wreck again. But Dave Stinson's worked his way up here. He pitted on lap 45, so he's got old tires also. Older than the 14, but we'll go on board with the 14, which is actually the 9 for his restart. You can see there, no, he's pretty much flat out the whole way through, but Stinson, he's up on the top lane. The 89 is trying to come through the 46. Or not 46, the 48 is on the bottom. Might be holding up the 89. 89 gets a very good exit. You see him get a good bite off the corner. He's going to try to get under the 89, or not 89. 48's quarter panel. 48 drops back down in front of the 89. Going to get it from a shove by Dave Stinson. He's kind of out on tires just a little bit. As you see, tires are going to make a bigger difference than what I thought originally. But I know that actually the 48 pitted with these guys, so he might have tires with these guys. He's too far behind. He's 6'9", kind of straggler here. Most drivers are in the pits or basically out of the race. It's kind of like a 10, maybe 11 truck race right now at this point. The one's trying to go under the bottom of the 89 back here. Trying to just get his nose up under there. If he can get his nose, so he can maybe make the pass. It's not close enough. Stinson's in the back of this, also kind of just riding behind these guys. But if you listen to that 14's throttle when we went on board with him, you could tell that he was pretty much in the throttle the whole entire time. So he's definitely has a truck that's handling to his liking. He might have changed the steering ratio just a little bit. And if y'all are wondering what I mean by that, basically, if you're, say if this is real life, like if you put, how can I compare this? So let's say you turn your wheel 90 degrees. If you have like a low steering ratio, if you turn your wheel 90 degrees, it maybe really turns the wheels maybe 80 to 70 degrees. That's what that is. A higher steering ratio, the slower it's going to be, faster it's going to be. But they're catching this 14. That 14 is being caught by the 48 because he's getting a shove from the 89. Oh, 48 into the 14, touches him, moves him out of the way. 14, right down in the path of the 24. He gets drilled. 24, nowhere to go, sent around by the 48. That 48 just got in there a little too hot. Probably had a lot of speed on his truck. See what happens here. Yep, he just goes up into the 14, clips him, sends him spinning. He's trying to probably drive it at this point, keeping his foot in it to keep it off the wall. We'll see how fast this all happens here. Yep. He almost saved it. Then he just brushed some trucks in the low. 24 goes through the grass. That's going to end a lot of people's nights here, but I don't think people are going to come down pit road. 48, probably public enemy number 1 for at least one driver right now currently. That's an interesting paint scheme he has. Looks like he's got AMD, NVIDIA. That's the New York Jets. I'm looking at any other paint schemes or any other sponsors I can identify on there. Wait, were you just talking about him? You were just talking about him, Matthew. You just cursed the man. You literally just cursed the man that just got wrecked. As I don't think does he. Okay, Matthew, can you clear this up for me? Do you all get fast repairs here? Because I'm not sure if you do. But I don't know. It looks like he's already out of the race, so I think he's done. He's probably not too happy with what happened there. Don't blame him. I'd be pretty mad too. Guys are going to come down pit road. If you got them, burn them, basically, is what they've basically done. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trucks really in the race. 6'9", I think he has some damage on his front end. So I think, yep, he's going to probably be a non-factor unless these guys in front of them wreck. See this race off pit road. I believe it's going to be pretty much the same. The 89 actually beats the 48 off of pit road. Saw the 48 kind of spin his tires trying to get out. Yummy. Nice and yummy. Gatorade. Yeah, I don't know why Gatorade tastes so good, but it does sometimes. Okay, so they do have a faster pair. So the 14, did he just quit then? Yeah, I believe the 14 just said, I'm done with this. We got a lot of people out of this race. I mean, lots of people out of this race so far. Pretty heated drivers. You know, checking the stream here to make sure how it looks. Is YouTube always tells me you got to drop the bit rate. I say, nah, I'm going to put the bit rate as high as I can. I got a PC that can run it. I'll be fine. Looks like, oh, wait, what is? What is this? I'm trying to see what this is on my computer. Like a UWP. I don't know what this is. I have no clue. So, some stuff that's apparently trying to use some memory here, but it's not letting it, luckily. Just trying to see my startup. So it looks like I've got some pretty fast stuff here. Just making sure everything is working correctly. Ethernet 68 degrees. See what this says here. 69. So pretty much the same here. Definitely see it's doing some video encoding for sure. Gosh, that's ridiculous. 28 GPU memory. Sorry, I'm being a little bit of a nerd just looking through these specs here. Gosh, that uses 15. I'm glad I upgraded for sure. I'd be using all my memory if I didn't use that. Using a ton of it. Yeah, Matthew, I'm just looking to see, because last night I had a lot of technical issues. iRacing went down 3 separate times, and I think I found the setting in it. It was one really, really weird one that I just ended up turning down, and it seemed to fix it. I think that may have been the crowds, if I'm being honest with you. It's like, yeah, a lot of guys. So this field has shrunk drastically. There is not many people in this race anymore. Ian and Randy had issues early on. Should be coming green next time by. The 3 is going to be rolling on the bottom. I think he's coming out on pit road, or coming out from getting all his damage fixed. But 89's going to leave him to green. We're going to have to go around 13 more times, and that'll be his win here. As looks like he's the highest I rating here. He's a 4,699 I rating. I wonder if he's higher than Paul. That's the guy that I was talking about earlier. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that later. I believe Paul might be a little bit higher. So I know Paul Bergoli, he can literally drive the wheels off of anything that he gets in. I don't understand how he does that. I taught that man a lot of stuff, and then he's blown me out the waters, and I'm like, oh, thanks, Paul. He made me feel really great. I'm really slow now, so I even feel even worse. So hopefully they're able to get this race over so I can actually hawk in the next A Open here, but if they don't, it won't hurt me too bad. I've got tomorrow off anyway, but the 89's going to lead him to green here. He's going to have the 1 on his inside. 89 will have the 48. 48's probably going to be a man of controversy. Stenson's still holding up here. He pitted with these guys. Might as well get on the same tire strategy as him. Can maybe somebody else steal it? The 89's going to have to get a good restart. He gets a very good one way out in front. Surprised he got that far ahead. Running our sponsor. It looks like he's probably sponsored by them. W's kind of sponsoring pretty much whoever they can get here. You can use code 10GHOST at their checkout for 10% off your purchase. Now we'll get a notification. Sorry. Gatorade. Notification for that also. But he likes to see this 48 and this 1 go side by side for sure. It's going to slow these guys down. But looks like they're actually getting a run on the 89 here somehow. I don't understand how going side by side would normally slow each other down. The 72 is lurking behind the 93 of Dave Stenson. Oh, 89. What has happened here? I don't... Did he have a black flag that he needed to serve? That was very late. I don't think he meant to... What? I'm not sure what that was about, but the 48 maintains the lead almost direct there. The 1's going to have to go chase him down. Stenson maybe have a shot. The 72 is going to try to have a shot. Can the 48 hold these guys off behind him? It's like... What? I am so confused. What is a pass-through? He might have had a pass-through penalty, I guess, for... I don't know what there. That's very confusing. I don't... What? So I need to get something here that tells me what they have for black flags? I don't know what... that was about. That was very odd. I don't know what that was. That was just weird. Okay. Oh, but these guys at one, I think he's slowly catching this 48. Will pull up the lap times. Here it is. No, that's not who I want. Looks like he's. See if he starts running them down here really soon. Look at the last times by. So that one slowly catching that 48, but he's only got 8 more laps to do it here. See what they run this time by. 31:19 was what he ran. 48 ran. He runs a 31:20. So that one's definitely catching that 48. I think he's really utilizing the draft from him. So that one, I think he's waiting for him to burn off his tires just a little bit, because that's what it's really going to come down to. It looks like everybody else back here is single file. 89's coming back through the field. I'm not sure why he had to come down pit road there. I'm really confused on why he did that. One thing I can think of is he had a black flag. I don't think they have a race control. I believe they just do it off iRacing. But that one, he's definitely catching that 48 here. He's going to beat his bumper within 2 laps, I'd say. As you see, he just gets that huge draft from him as he's going to look under the one. There's going to be a slow truck on the bottom. It's going to make the one have to move up into that top lane again. They go up higher than what he wanted to. I know he wanted to stay on the bottom as long as he could. He's just going to stalk that 48. Now, he might have to give that 48 a little bit of a bump getting into the corner if he does get to his bumper, get him moved up. Pretty much everybody else is single file by this point, so I think it's going to be between these top 2 unless somebody wrecks and brings a caution out. I don't see that happening. It looks like there's only 9 trucks on the track currently, but that one is just stalking that 48 at this point. He's got him where he wants him. I think he's just kind of playing with his food at this point. He can, I think he realizes he can get past this 48 whenever he wants, but can that 48 hold him off? Because this is a balance of or battle of iRacing. Looks like the 48 is a relatively new driver, 863 I ratings. One is an experienced racer over 2,000, but pretty close to my skill level. Actually, just a little lower license there. He's a B-class driver. I think he realizes he has this one where he wants him, though. I don't think he's going to do anything else at this point. Or this 48 where he wants him. I think he made this kind of draft with him. I think within, probably, I'd say after this lap, he's going to really turn it up and try to get around him for sure. He's just kind of stalking him. He's trying to look under that 48 now. I think he's just, I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, what do you do at this point? Seriously, what do you do at this point? Do you pass an hour or do you wait even longer to do it? I don't know. What do you do? Oh, he's trying to get under the 48 now. Trying to make his move. He's got clear of him. I think that may be the death to the 48. I think the 48 probably going to have to settle for second at this point. I don't think he's going to be able to catch this one truck anymore. I think that one's going to set sail as he waited just a little bit longer. 48 saw him get very tight off the corner there. So I think it may be pretty much over. That one is just going to eventually just run away with it at this point. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch him. The 48 might actually get passed by David Stinson here if he's not too careful. Stinson can get the draft of him now. Yep, he's got it. I think he's 0.4 behind, so he's got the draft of the 48. So 48 might lose more than one position here before this race is set and over with. I know it's going to be interesting to see if he can catch him now. I mean, he's got it. Oh, white flag. It's going to be final lap. Can Stinson catch the one here? Or not the one, the 48. We'll have to see. I'm kind of looking at this battle now. It's pretty much, yeah, the one's out and away from these guys. I don't think Stinson's going to catch the 4. Oh, as I say that, the 48 gets really tight on exit. I think it may be over for these guys back here. But the one, he's going to go into 3 and 4 here. Final turn here at Chicagoland. Ron holding a steady line out of 3 and 4. His first race here, and he's going to win in the eNascar Camping World Truck Series at Chicagoland. 48 just comes second in front of the 93. Stepson 4th, Terry 5th. That will round out the top 5. I'm surprised the 27 is up here. He had some pretty heavy damage earlier. I'm surprised he didn't leave the race. Good job for staying in here, man. Give that to you. See if that one will burn it down here when he gets back to the line. One, he'll probably, there he goes. Gonna start burning it down here. Come on, man, give us a burnout here. Come on, Ron, do it. Burn those tires off this car. Oh, looks like he's not gonna do it though. Wow. No burnout. See if he did one earlier and I just didn't realize it. Oh, he did a little bit over one. Right. It's like he's just gonna decide not to burn it down here. Surprisingly, yep, he's gonna tow, so. Pull up the race results here. It will be Ron Holfield who'll take home the win. Andrews Scroder second, and Dave Stinson will be third. I'll get these drivers in the booth here so we can get them in here for an interview. I have to ask for him. Somebody was burning it down there really quick. Could have swore that they were. I have to wait for these guys to get in the room here very quickly. It looks like we got somebody in the waiting room, so we'll bring in the third place truck of Dave Stinson. Hey, Dave, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man? I believe I may have the sound setting wrong here. Nope. Can you talk again to see if I'm getting you here?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, there you are. Sorry. Sorry, I thought my sound earlier was messed up, man. But you come home third. You know, how does this race go for you overall?
Oh, I thought it went pretty good. I just bided my time and just did what I needed to do to get to where I wanted to go. I think I needed probably one more lap. I probably got second, but I wasn't being too greedy, so I figured, hey, I'll take home a third. Why not? But
Yeah,
we got some new guys, and looks like it was pretty good setup. I mean, we had some cautions and stuff, but it was just basically racing accidents. But other than that, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that huge jump in drivers here. Now, not a bad race there, Vol. And, you know, if you had just one more lap, I mean, that 48 was, I think he was pretty much dead in the water for you, but you just ran out of time. You know, not a bad race overall. Before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank? Anybody want to shout out that maybe watching the stream here tonight?
No, just shout out to my wife. She'll watch us a little later on, and shout out to all the new drivers that showed up, and I'm glad to see that they're here, and of course for you for helping us out with the broadcast. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good third place finish tonight, though.
All right, have a good night, man.
That was Dave Stinson, the man that runs it here. We'll bring in Andrew. Yeah, hey, Andrew, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you barely held on to that second position at the end. Dave was pretty much breathing down your neck for that position. But now, how did the race go for you overall, though?
Not bad. I smacked the wall in the beginning and had a little bit of damage. I saved my fast repair towards the end. I was messing with my steering ratio before the race, and I had it on 10-1. So I wore the tires out real bad. I knew it was going to happen, but I just was trying to keep him behind me as long as possible.
Yeah, man, steering ratio always can come and bite you, and especially at this track, you know, burn them off. That's really very tire related. But you know, how did you think your first race went here with these guys?
Great. I enjoyed it very much. You got me, Gathright, and Miz run together a lot, and I think we pretty much enjoyed it. We'll be back.
Yeah, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Anybody you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Just the guys that are run the league. I'm new here, so I don't know everybody's name. Congratulations to Ron for the win tonight, and to to my team, Joshua and Jason Miz. They're two good teammates, man. They'll help you. No matter what you need, they're there for you.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good second place finish tonight, man.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
That was Andrew Schroeder, second place driver here. Probably going to be a little bit of controversy, kind of punted the 14 out of his way. I don't think it was anything malicious, but we'll bring in Ron Holfield here. First place driver. Hey, Ron, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, so you come home with the win. Pretty much, dominated that whole race once you got past that 48. And you were kind of up front the whole time. But, how did the race go for you overall, though?
I wasn't too bad. I was just trying to save my tires, make sure I had enough fuel to the end. And then that guy hit the wall and came off and raked me out of that kind of got me a little bit, but it was all good. I got back in it and was able to get back up there. I love that track, man. It's a lot of fun, You're really hauling it around there.
I mean, you're pretty much foot to the floor the whole entire time. How do you think your first race went here in this league?
I was off the gas. I mean, I won't, I didn't have it pinned down. I mean, I was off the gas, off and on, in the corners. But yeah, I mean, it seemed like a good bunch of guys, man. I mean, they all kind of seemed like a little family here.
Yeah, I mean, they had I remember, I believe I've done this in my third race with them now. It's normally about nine cars, and then you notice an explosion when I was at work. People were just joining the Discord wrestling left and right, and I was like, where are these guys coming from? So, I mean, it's definitely grown here very fast. But, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh, yeah, man. I got to thank Joey Jatina, Randy Oakham, and my buddies, CM500. He kind of talked me into coming in here tonight and enjoying Thursday night race. We don't normally run on Thursdays, but yeah, it was pretty good. And yeah, thank all y'all. I don't know anybody yet, but thank all y'all for putting it on and the broadcast and everything. And I would like to dedicate this race to my daughter who passed away in 2020, and I ain't won one since then. So this is my first one. I'd love to just dedicate it to her and wish her. And I hope she's in heaven, and I sure miss her.
Yeah, man, family always hits very deep when you can always, do something for them. They may not be here, but hopefully they'll be able to hear that up there. But it's always a touching thing knowing that you're still thinking about them, still doing stuff for them to make them happy if they were here. But man, good finish tonight. How do you think about your chance next week? I'm not even sure where we're going, to be honest with you. But how do you feel about the next race wherever we go?
I don't know. I'm not sure what track it is. But I'll give it my all. I mean, I that's like I said, I don't normally run on Thursday night, but I'll be there, and if there's any way I can get to the front, I hate to see my buddy Joey go out. He got turned around there. He's hard to beat, so he'll probably be in front of me, but maybe I can get second.
Yeah, man. Well, good finish tonight. I will let you go, but good run and good way to kind of sneak through and take the win tonight, though. Yeah,
man, what a surprise! I mean, it just kind of came to me right there. I had some luck tonight for once, but everybody was. I mean, we had a few cautions, but it seemed like everybody was pretty clean. There was some close racing up there.
Well, I will let you go, but hopefully I'll see you in Victory Lane next week again.
All right, brother. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the league and all y'all doing. Thank you.
Thank you too, man. That was Ron Holyfield. He comes home first, so we'll run through the finishing order here. Ron Holyfield first, Andrew Schroeder second, Dave Stinson third, I'll say first names. I don't want to butcher their last names. Stephen or Stephen? Stephen fourth, Terry fifth, Joshua sixth, Todd seventh, Thomas eighth, ninth, Mark Brewster, 10th, Joseph Atchison, 11th, Brian Rainville, 12th, Joey Gatana, 13th, Jason Miz, 14th, Randy Yoakum, 15th, Bob Williams, 16th, Randy Lapidus, 17th, James Mandarud, 18th, Barney Sigma, 19th, Eli Raposa, 20th, Eddie Lombardo, 21st, Paul Vitale, 22nd, Randy Purdue, 23rd, I can't speak when I do this stuff, I do it so fast, 23rd, Matthew Karkoffey, and 24th, Ian Ogden. I believe there's one more truck here. Nope, that's all. But, not a bad race overall. Definitely a lot more drivers than I expected, and I didn't expect this many people to come out, to be honest with you. But seems like something happened. Everybody decided to start joining the Discord. But right, actually, this is what it was. So the announcement I meant to make earlier is the race tomorrow, which is the HSR money race. It will be live on Roku at the same time on the Sim Racing channel. First live stream that I will be doing on there. But, you know, there's a lot of, it's kind of a joint effort from broadcasters. Some guys came together and they wanted to do it, and they asked broadcasters around. So that race will be live streamed. There's some other Ghost Racing Network races that will be on there. I've actually got to send them a file to some of them later on. But if y'all are bored, you know, just hop in, join this stream here on YouTube. You don't have to pay for it. On Roku, you do. After a while, they're going to change it to a 99-cent charge per month. But, you know, not a bad race overall. Not sure where we're going next week, but you know, if you all are not busy tomorrow, hop in and watch the HSR money race. We're expecting a pretty big field. But my name is Bryson. I will roll an ad, and I will let you all get out of here.